for the processional and anthems. Thank you.
And now for the school prayer. O God, we pray that thy blessings may rest upon our beloved country, our school, and upon all those who teach and learn there. Help us to recognize that in a world where many are in need, we are fortunate, and show us how we may use our gifts to help others. Help us to do our work with wisdom and understanding, and protect us from everything that is injurious to our spiritual and physical well-being. Teach us to contribute to our school so that it will become a place of which we can be proud and which will prepare us to go forth, ready to serve our country and the world. Amen.
Welcome, everyone. Last night, on the bus back from prom, some students asked if my speech today would be emotional. I said, no, I don't do emotional. They asked if it would be funny. I said, no, I don't do funny. So obligingly, I went to ChatGPT, fed it my speech, and asked it to make my graduation speech emotional and funny. It turns out that artificial intelligence, large language model chatbots do not really have a sense of humor. It suggested that instead of starting with my original opening, which was today we gather to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2024, I should instead start with today we gather to celebrate your remarkable achievements in a ceremony that's part emotional roller coaster, part comedy show. Strong start. Thanks, ChatGPT. I went to Perplexity to better understand the difference between artificial intelligence and human intelligence. It seems that human intelligence allows us to learn from mistakes, to adapt, to be creative, and to use our emotional intelligence to make better decisions. In your pursuit of excellence, you have faced the challenges of a rigorous curriculum. You have honed your own critical thinking skills. You have cultivated an appetite for learning. But your education at the Aga Khan Academy in Mombasa extends far beyond the confines of the classroom. Throughout your time at the Aga Khan Academy, you have been guided by the principles of our institution, encapsulated in the Aga Khan strands: ethics, pluralism, culture, governance and civil society, and economics for development. These strands are not abstract concepts, but the very foundation upon which your education has been built. It has shaped your growth and your development in profound ways. Our approach here in these classes allows us to reach that level with our own human intelligence. We use human intelligence to inform us. Our collective approach to ethics underscores the importance of integrity, compassion, and moral leadership. In a world currently marked by national, ethnic, and religious conflict, you have all demonstrated a steadfast commitment to empathy, justice, and social responsibility. In the face of this adversity, let us live the mission of the International Baccalaureate to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better world and a more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. Pluralism lies at the heart of our community, celebrating our rich tapestry of cultures, beliefs, origins, and perspectives that make us who we are. In a world plagued by intolerance and prejudice, you have embraced your own diversity as a strength, engaging in a respectful dialogue, but most of the time, between yourselves and fostered a culture of understanding and acceptance. As we celebrate your achievements today, let us also acknowledge that there are challenges ahead of us. We can challenge you to continue your work started here at the Academy to create a more equitable and inclusive society, to stand up for the marginalized, to advocate for the voiceless as you follow your own path through life. To the parents and the teachers who have supported you and nurtured our graduates, every step of the way, thank you on behalf of the class of 2024. Your unwavering dedication, your focus, your care, and your patience much of the time have been the rock upon which our students' success has been built. As you embark on the next chapter of your journey, let us not forget the words of His Highness the Aga Khan, who in a speech about youth said, "Everybody makes mistakes. Never regret them, never correct them. Use your human intelligence that you have honed here to make a difference in the world." So I leave you with this. Graduates, the world awaits your brilliance, your compassion, and your boundless potential. Go forth and be the change you wish to see in the world. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alex Holland, and I'm here representing the Aga Khan schools. That's a group of 200 schools in 11 countries that have a rich history and legacy in Kenya, in East Africa, and beyond. Within this group, the academies are a smaller group of residential schools with a unique mission set out for us by His Highness the Aga Khan. The class of 2024 are joining over 1,700 graduates of the academies and across also the network of thousands of alumni from the wider Aga Khan schools who live and work all over the world. Since 2010, I have been the Academic Development Manager for the academies. I'm currently based in London, but from 2010 to 2017, I was based here at the Academy in Mombasa. And it's really lovely to see so many alumni who, like me, have traveled to be back here today for the ceremony. The Academy achieved a significant milestone this year as it celebrated its 20th anniversary in February in the presence of Princess Zara Aga Khan. A 20th anniversary is a time of reflection. It's an opportunity to think about growth. It can be really easy in places where we are every day to forget how they have changed and developed over time. In August 2012, when some of the students in this class joined us in grade 1, we'd only just opened this beautiful Commons building, and the palm trees outside in the Court of Palms had just been planted. I can still see the ghosts of the tiny seedlings. They were maybe just a foot high. Similarly, when I look at our graduating class, I can still see the junior school students who used to come in through my office door. Usually they'd tried to find Miss Becky and the PYP coordinator and the junior school principal first. I was very much a last resort. But they would come in and ask to ring the bell at the end of playtime. Remember how big a deal that was? Or to look for somebody to help them settle a quarrel, or to interview somebody for one of their units of inquiry, or to ask for help with their campaign for the student council election, or just to ask me a question about whatever was on their minds that day. I'm still stumped about the one about, Miss Alex, if you go up a mountain, why does it get colder? Because you're getting closer to the sun. I still don't have a good answer to that. Of course, over the years, we've planted a lot more trees on campus, and many more students have joined this year group. And the class, whether they've been with us for 12 years, or for 2 years, or something in between, have also grown in their knowledge and skills, as well as in height. Many people have contributed to this growth. I'd like to thank some people from outside the Academy who've contributed to the growth of our institution. From the local and national councils, Salima Qassam and Shamira Dos Mohammed have been very helpful to us. We have 3 key partners who've come all the way from Canada to join us today at graduation. These partners all support students in gaining access to higher education. William Sheelab is from Concordia University and Mustafa Ease is from Huron University, both of which award substantial financial assistance to students from the Aga Khan schools. Thank you for joining us today. Also, Bobby Green from Passage.com is a key partner in providing financial access to talented students. Of course, the growth of the students is a huge undertaking. Parents and carers, we really thank you for entrusting us with your children, for allowing them to contribute to our community, and for all the support you have given us over the years with our work. And just as I can see students that I've known over many years, I can see parents here today as well. I would like to thank Colin Webster for his leadership in his first year at the Academy and for the hard work that he and his team do every day. To all the teachers and the school leaders, past and present, for the efforts that you put in. The dorm parents who take care of our students in the evenings and weekends. The admin and support staff who work to make the Academy what it is, sometimes behind the scenes and without recognition. And of course, I have to mention the gardeners who nurture the palm trees whilst other staff were nurturing the children. When thinking of all these different types of growth on campus, I'm reminded of a quote by Kenya's Nobel laureate, Wangari Maathai. She said, "When we plant trees, we plant seeds of peace and seeds of hope." 20 years ago, when His Highness the Aga Khan founded this academy, the first in the network, he also spoke about hope. He said, "Everyone who joins in the establishment of a new school participates in an act of joyful hope and faith. A new school looks to a better world, for it exists to help students develop the character, intellect, and mental resilience that will enable them to prosper in circumstances that we can only imagine. If it becomes a great school, it will educate its students not merely to be personally successful, but also to use their gifts to build their communities and enhance the common good to levels beyond our dreams." Thinking about these words, class of 2024, I'm inspired not simply by your growth in knowledge and skills and height, but also your growth in commitment and compassion. The work of the Academy was recognised earlier this year when it won a significant award for the Service Learning Programme. Many of you are not simply using your gifts to enrich your own lives, but also to enrich the lives of people around you. This is not a hope for the future, but a reality in the here and now. However, you can and must go further. As the trees continue to grow, so must you. You are seeds of peace and seeds of hope. You have the power to make a profound difference in the world. I challenge you to think about how you can live up to His Highness's mission for the academies as we continue to go out into the world. How can you embody our ethic of ethos and pluralism? And how can you continue to use your education to build your communities and enhance the common good in whichever way your gifts and interests allow? Many congratulations to the class of 2024, and thank you.
Hello, it gives me great honor at this point to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Harsev Oshan, who is an alumni from the class of 2009. He is here to share his wisdom and his experience with all of us today. Thank you.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to share any wisdom, but I'm sure going to try and talk about my experiences. Thank you so much thank you for the introduction. I'm deeply honored to stand before you today, returning to the place where so many of our journeys began. I graduated from Khan Academy, Mombasa in 2009, and this is the first time in 14 years that I've come back from Canada. So I'm trying to get used to the heat again. If you see me sweating profusely, I'm really sorry. Hopefully I can impart some of the experiences that I've had so far. So as I look around, I see a lot of familiar faces that have grown alongside me, and as well as new ones carrying forward the legacy of our school. It is a surreal experience to be back, not as a student this time, but as someone who has lived and walked the path we all embark on today. Today, as we gather to commemorate the significant chapter in our lives, I want to share a few thoughts on what this school means to me and the role it played in achieving a very important milestone in my life. So, I discovered that I was stateless at a very young age. Some of you may be wondering what a stateless person is. A stateless person is someone who is not considered as a national by any state under the operation of its law. Basically, what it means is I did not have a passport, I did not have an ID, I did not have any identification. And you may be wondering what that means for somebody like me and why I'm bringing this up now. First, let's take a look at the circumstances. Why was I stateless? At the time of my birth, neither of my parents were Kenyan citizens, which meant, under the laws back then, I wouldn't be eligible for citizenship by birth in Kenya. My father was a British overseas citizen, and my late mother was an Indian overseas citizen as well. This meant that I could not get Kenyan citizenship. Now, unfortunately, in 1981, there was a British Overseas Citizenship Act that was passed, which meant that anyone born after 1981 would not be able to obtain British overseas citizenship passed down from their parents. So I could not qualify for that either. I then decided to look at my mother's citizenship, which was Indian overseas citizenship. Unfortunately, because I was not registered as an Indian baby born outside of India within a year of my birth, I could not obtain Indian citizenship either, which unfortunately rendered me stateless. So from a very young age, I knew and realized it was going to be a very long road to getting any sort of identification or passport if I ever wanted to travel. Can any of you ever imagine not having a passport? Not having an ID? Kenya at the moment still has about 100,000 stateless people. It is a global problem, so it is not something that is very unique to me. The story I'm telling you right now is a unique story to me and how Aga Khan Academy, what role it played in making sure that I was able to get to Canada. Now, just to give you insight of what life looks like as a stateless person, I'll share how I celebrated my 18th birthday with everyone. So on my 18th birthday, I was with a hockey team, and we were going to Uganda for a tournament. And my coach told me, Harsev, I want you to keep your head down, duck, do not look up, and run across this border. Do not look up no matter what happens. If you do, somebody's going to shoot you. and I was very young. I really wanted to play hockey. I was very competitive. And I decided to run across that border. I just looked down, I did not look up. And I got across. And I don't know what kind of arrangement they made with the soldier that was across the other side. I'm sure you all can make assumptions of your own. I'm not going to imply anything here, but that's how I spent my 18th birthday. So that's just insight onto what I had to go through in life whenever I wanted to go to Tanzania, Uganda. If I wanted to go anywhere abroad, it was quite a challenge to actually get somewhere. Now let's talk about where the Aga Khan Academy comes into play. So I finished my KCSE with Aga Khan High School. For anyone who doesn't know what KCSE is, that is the Kenya Certificate for Secondary Education. And I finished my KCSE in 2006 and decided to take a gap year. I hadn't decided what I wanted to do. I hadn't applied to any universities, and I was doing small jobs here and there just to get by. I was playing hockey. I was directing plays in drama. I was producing some plays. I was acting in some plays. I loved drama, and it kept me busy. So in 2007, I then decided to go back to my high school to actually get my results because I was getting tired of what I was doing at the time. And when I went back, it just so happened that Mr. Joel Godaya, I don't know if any of you know him, but Mr. Joel Godaya used to be here. He was building up the drama program here. and he had just been to Aga Khan High School, and he had talked to Miss Mariam Lavingia, and he had asked about where I was. He had met me through drama festivals, through music festivals, through music competitions. I know music festivals has a different connotation in other parts of the world, but drama festivals and music competitions in Kenya. And so he wanted to connect with me because he wanted help to build the drama program at Aga Khan Academy. Now, Mr. Godai wasn't the only one that was looking for me. There were individuals from 2 other universities that were ready to offer me a scholarship to attend in Nairobi. Something about Mr. Godai just made me feel like I wanted to set up a meeting with him. So I set up a meeting with him here, and I came here and he told me, his proposal was very simple. Harsev, I know you have a lot of experience with drama. You direct plays, you produce plays. I need your help in setting up the drama program here for the IB program. And I asked him what the IB program is. And so Mr. Godai went ahead and explained to me what His Highness's vision is and what the IB program is and what the path looks like. Now, at that time, for anyone, a lot of people told me anyone who was sane would have taken the university offers, but I then decided to come back to Mr. Godaya, and I told him pretty simply, look, I will help with the drama program, but I really want to come and do the diploma program as well. Even though it's going to be an extra 2 years, I've already completed high school at Aga Khan High School, I'll take on another 2 years because I know it has the potential to opening doors for me outside of Kenya, outside of Africa, all over the world. So I took that leap of faith, and I didn't tell him I didn't have a passport, but I did tell him that I want to go abroad, right? So it was just one of those things where I told him, look, I don't have the financial ability, I do need assistance, but I'm going to give back, I'm going to help with the drama program, and so we worked together to build the drama program as well. Now, like I said, you might think I'm crazy, but if you are put in my shoes, you have the Kenyan immigration doors shut down, you have the Indian immigration door shut down, and then you have the UK immigration door shut down as well. The only option that I had at the time was either go to university or go to potentially a program that is going to open doors for you around the world. Because at that time, the IB program was very new, especially the DP program. I think it was about 2 or 3 years in. Now, fast forward to 2009, after I graduated, I'd already applied to several universities in the US, UK, and Canada, as I'm sure a lot of you have already done. I received a few scholarship offers, but none of them were as good as the one UBC Vancouver had, and the one that I had my eye on, which was the International Leader of Tomorrow Award. At the time, UBC was awarding this scholarship to only 2 individuals per continent. And unfortunately, I failed at the first try, but I did not give up. I took another gap year, and with the help of Aga Khan Academy, I managed to get a placement at Nation Media Group with NTV. That kept me busy, and at the same time, I sought assistance from members of the faculty here. I got assistance on writing down my application, the essay writing as well. It's very important that you take advice from your teachers. They know what they're talking about. They're going to tell you what exactly to write about in your applications. And so using their advice, I applied again for the scholarship. On April Fool's 2010, I was at a friend's house in Nyali at a social gathering, and I get a phone call from a number that I did not recognize. And normally what I would do is I would just not even answer the phone because it's probably a prince from somewhere in Nigeria trying to give me money and wants my help. He wants $100,000 from me, and he's going to give me half his money as soon as it's out of the bank account. So I don't know why, but I just picked up the phone, and the lady on the other side, her name was Toril, and Toril, she says, can I speak with Harsev? And I said, speaking. It's like, oh, Harsev, I'm just calling you to inform you, to congratulate you that you won the International Leader of Tomorrow Award with UBC. And I did swear on the phone because it was April Fool's, and I thought somebody was playing a prank on me. And she understood, and she told me, okay, go and check your email. And so I did go to a internet cafe, a cyber cafe, to confirm the news. And when I got the news, I was really excited. as you can imagine, just looking at the news and just verifying it. But my happiness lasted for 30 seconds. Only for 30 seconds, just simply because I did not have a passport, I did not have a visa either. So the next step for me was to look at how I would be able to get a passport, look at how I'd be able to get a visa. Now, looking back, the only way I can connect the dots, the crucial dots in my life that have shaped my future, is actually by looking back and connecting them. If it wasn't for Mr. Joel Godaya, I would have never heard of the IB program at Aga Khan Academy. If it wasn't for the Aga Khan Academy, I wouldn't have heard of the International Leaders of Tomorrow Award from UBC. And if it wasn't for having done all the hours and hours of creativity and action and service for the IB diploma program, NTV and Nation Media Group would have never even looked at my application to have an internship there. And it was through NTV that I was able to connect with higher-up individuals in the immigration department in Kenya, who were able to give me a certificate of identity that would allow me to travel outside of Kenya. Again, going back to Aga Khan Academy, if it wasn't for Mr. Peter McMurray back then, who was the head of the academy, he connected me to the Canadian High Commissioner, and I was able to explain my case, and he was able to then facilitate me getting a visa. So I can only connect all these dots right now once I've actually gone through everything. So if I look back on everything I've achieved, what I've done, again, if it wasn't for the Aga Khan Academy, I would not have entered Canada in 2010, which led me onto a path to obtaining my Canadian citizenship eventually last year in July. As I said, it's not a unique story. It's a story that there's a lot of people in the world. Kenya itself right now has about 100,000 stateless people. This is just one of the 100,000 people in Kenya. And places like Myanmar that have about 8 million stateless people. Anyway, let's not go too far in there because I can talk for days about this topic. Now, for the graduates, the reason why I talked about my immigration story is I want you to hopefully pick out that I never gave up on what I dreamt of. I never gave up, even if it was taking a gap year, even if it was taking some time off. I always had a target, and once I hit the target, I would move on to the next one. So when you have your goals, don't give up on them. You're going to face a lot of challenges when you're in university. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to fail. At least you gave it your best shot, right? Always put your best foot forward. Always try doing the right thing and always be respectful of your peers. You're going to meet a lot of people there from a lot of different backgrounds. People have different stories coming to you. You're going to see how universities everywhere are sort of a pod, and there's so many different cultures and different experiences that you get to learn from others. So just be respectful, treat others like you want to be treated yourself, and you will be just fine. So before I conclude, I would also like to take a moment to speak directly to the parents and guardians who are here with us. Your support obviously has been the bedrock upon which these graduates have built their success. Now, as they embark on this new chapter, your role continues to be just as vital. They're going to put you through a lot. They're going to ask for a lot. Just be there for them. Celebrate the small victories. Be there. Be a good listener. I lived with roommates for the duration of the 5 years that I was at UBC, and I've seen firsthand what students can go through when they're missing home over Christmas or Thanksgiving or any time. So just always be there to support your kids. They are going to need somebody to fall back on. So what you've done so far is amazing, and obviously I'd like to congratulate you as well, and in addition to the graduating class as well on this milestone. Now, I talked to Minal about this, and I'm just going to mention this here as well. I have started a recruitment company in Canada. One of the challenges I faced when I went to Canada was actually applying for jobs. Now, when my first year, I applied to 77 different jobs, and I got rejected by all of them. Now, it may sound ridiculous, but it was true. My resume had 8 pages. It had a profile picture of mine, date of birth, my marital status, it did everything. That's not what North America or the UK is looking for. So what I had offered is, if any of you ever find yourself in any country outside of Kenya and you need support in actually writing up a resume or tips on how to apply for jobs or micro-target locations as well, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you out and give you some tips on resume writing and how to actually find a job in whatever location you will be in. Now, in closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the school, which has given us a strong foundation and the courage to face this future. To the class of 2024, congratulations on your achievement. And like I said, this is just the beginning of an exciting journey. Let's go forward with open hearts and minds, ready to make a positive impact on the world. Thank you.
Got your ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles of water for the way. And you sure would like some sweet company. And you're leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When you're gone, when you're gone, when you're gone, when you're gone, we're gonna miss you when you're gone. We're gonna miss you by your hair. We're gonna miss you when you're around. We're gonna miss you when you're gone.
There were no words left to say.
I know you gotta find your place,
But this is not the end.
you're part of who I am.
Even if we're worlds apart, you're still in my heart. It will always be you and me. Yeah.
You can find me in the space between, where 2 worlds come to me. We'll never be out of reach. But you're a part of me, so you can find me in the space between. We'll never be alone, no matter where you go. We can be in the space between. You've got today, you've got to make the best you can of it. 'Cause yesterday is dead and gone, and you along with it. You wanna start again, so you look within. Remember what you wanted, 'cause you don't know who you'll become. But you will trust in it, trust in it, trust in it, trust in it. You will trust in it, you will trust in it, trust in it. You will trust in it, trust in it. You will trust in it, trust in it.
see, but let's not look at it. Let's look at it as if it's the There's always gonna be another mountain. You're always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Doesn't matter how fast you get there. Doesn't matter what's waiting on the other side. There's always gonna be another mountain. You're always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Get about how fast you get there. Get about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. It's the climb. Oh, it's the climb.
Okay. Hello. Can everyone see me? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, family, and my fellow graduates, good morning. My name is Sekela Muntali, and I stand before you on this momentous day with a heart full of gratitude and love to speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2024, Machachari! This is a class that is full of so many smart, talented, beautiful individuals that I've been blessed to spend my time with and that have shaped me to be the person that I am. And the fact that we have finally reached the end is something I truly cannot believe. My journey with this lovely group of individuals began about 7 years ago in 2017. I joined the Aga Khan Academy as a young, curious 11-year-old girl who was ready to run away from her mother and begin her boarding school life in her new home away from home. I remember going to class for the first time and seeing the people I would be spending the next 7 years with and thinking, wow, these kids are so small. And now, every single one of them has grown to become so much taller than me. Of course, except Sakina and Ella. The first 3 years of MYP were truly just a fun time for most of us. From running around and playing catch and catch in the academic block to the most childish drama, but we were really just enjoying the time. Not that we were not focusing on our academics. We were, as we were always talking about how stressed we were. But I don't think we knew what stress was back then. Then all of a sudden, in the middle of year 8, COVID hit. And we were so happy because we thought it would be a 2-week break from school. Well, that's what we thought. But 2 weeks turned into a year and 5 months without seeing each other, which was hard for those of us that were so used to spending all our time with our friends. Spending more than a year doing online classes was an interesting experience, as this was a test to see who was truly dedicated to the academics. There was those of us, like Aya, who would only pay attention when asked a question by Mr. Kailash, and you could hear her aggressively searching up her answer to answer the question. Then there was the best of us, like Mubarak, who ensured to do all her PhD tasks to the greatest of her abilities. And Mr. Ndungu made sure to show us how much the rest of us were slacking behind. All in all, it was a rough path, but we got through it and survived with the support from our teachers and parents. Thank you. Coming back after COVID was weird as everything had changed. There were new protocols for social distancing. People looked different. Some had left and others had joined. There were new faces everywhere. We were exam candidates and suddenly everything became more serious. E-portfolios, exams, and even just the stress of whether or not you were going to enter diploma was a lot to process at the time. But we got through it and had fun doing so. From Ali's iconic memes to running around the school in the rain on the last day of classes, we always had a good time together and were able to finish MYP off with a bang. August 2022. We started the diploma program. Yo! At that time, we were all smiling, ready to almost be done with school, but we didn't know what we had signed up for. Coming into DP, we got some new faces, and for some, this was a time to make new friendships, while for others, they took this as an opportunity to engage in new entanglements. When you first join DP, it's like you're truly hit with reality. And now it's like all your decisions truly matter, and you have to lock in to make sure you do the best of the best. We started the year off with the Malewa trip, a pivotal moment that ignited the unity within our grade. Our bonds were forged through shared experiences, which began with the 6 a.m. whistle for morning exercise in the freezing cold. The trip was an exhilarating adventure filled with activities that brought us closer together. From cheering each other on at the high ropes to helping each other climb over a wall. That's when you truly had to put your trust in your group members. After all the fun and bonding, we started getting a reality check on what you should expect going back to school. And this was when the topic of the DP1 play came up. Do you guys remember Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? After much contemplation, discussions, and a few arguments, we decided on Teen Beach Movie. After 6 months of tireless work, practicing the lines and singing and dancing, seeing Ali and Curtis bust a move for the first time, the flash mob practices where Iman and Bonzel always had the energy on max, Arya directing us all and trying to keep it together when Jordan was 30 minutes late every single day. And all trying to keep it together. Oh, and all the hard work that everyone put in, we had an amazing play. It was possible due to our hard work and also all the support they received from our teachers, parents, and all our sponsors. All the funds we raised went towards the environmental club at Mwega Primary. This was truly a hectic time for us, as in addition to the play, we had to schedule schoolwork, enrichments, CAS, and even daytime naps like Grace, because who doesn't need the extra sleep? As we put a pause on our play, we found respite during the February break with the memorable trip to Rwanda, steeped in history and culture. Amidst the adventure from dressing as ancient royalty to heart-pounding flights where Jamila intensely prayed for us all, we returned safely, ready to face the challenges ahead. After the February break, excuses ended and the intensity ramped up. Amid back-to-back tests, MUN, Peace Summit, and Cultural Week, complaints surged. But despite this, we locked in and secured those grades as our grade curve just kept increasing and we performed well above average. Finishing DP1 on a high note, we went off for summer break to do an intensive internship program where we were able to experience adulthood in its truest form. As difficult as it was, we were able to have an informative and spectacular experience. Returning to school for DP2 was an unforgettable experience. Yo. Suddenly, we were bombarded with deadlines, extended essays, internal assessments, TOK essays, CAS reflections, and university applications. For those of us who procrastinated, well, payback time really came, as Ms. Abuto told us it would. The struggle of DP2 was intense with its demanding workload and relentless pressure. Our teachers, while supportive, seemed to have a knack for scheduling an overwhelming number of tests in a single week. Quite the balancing act. Throughout it all, we made time to enjoy the experience. Our dedication to extracurricular activities like the SRC paid off with a 3-year winning streak. From championship victories in DP1 to continued success in DP2, we've made the most of our time here. Through all the hustles and bustles that the diploma program has put us through, we have never failed to have each other's backs, and our bond was always intact. From studying tirelessly in the mezzanine to relaxing in the field during the amazingly planned senior week, we have always been by each other's side. Our bond flourished in many other ways, one of them being the bag incident, as I like to call it. This was a time when our fellow Majacharis had broken his bag and had asked for assistance in getting a new one. Being as helpful as we were, we came up with several options ranging from recycling bags to suitcases to a guitar case. But now, we finally reached the end. The curtains are closing and we are all leaving the stage one by one. It's insane that a year ago, we were thinking about all the stress that was coming our way, but now we have finally conquered them all. We're sitting on these chairs, waiting to accept our diplomas, and reality is hitting that it's finally time to say goodbye. As much as we may not be at the academy anymore, all the memories made here will forever be cherished, like the nights where we would blast Project 6, running to make sure you're not late to Ms. Abuto's class, afternoons crammed in the uni office trying to meet deadlines, Astro, school parties, and many more. These will be the things that we remember as we move on in life. Reaching this point that we've finished IB is an achievement in itself, and we couldn't have done it without all those that were supporting us through the way, from our teachers, our parents, and the amazing staff at the school who have worked tirelessly to help us reach this point. As you say goodbye, I would like you all to know that I truly love you all, and I appreciate each interaction that I've had with each and every single one of you. The bond that we have is a forever bond, and it will continue to grow as we move forth into the world, carrying the memories of our shared experiences and the belief in our collective potential. While our paths may separate, our hearts will still remain connected to the cherished bonds that we have forged. I cannot wait to witness the incredible accomplishments and milestones that await each of you, as I believe that the people you see in front of you will go out there and do the most amazing things and be the greatest leaders of tomorrow. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sekela Muntali, and with all my love and admiration, here's to the remarkable class of 2024. Machachari! May we continue to inspire and uplift one another wherever life may lead us. Thank you!
Hello, everyone. Before we start, my name is Abigail,
Faye,
Elizabeth,
Antonino,
and Bernice, and we're here to perform a special song for the class of 2024, so we hope you enjoy it.
To win the race, so pretty a face, brand new clothes and a big fat face on your rock and roll TV. Ooh.
Today the way you play the game is not the same, no way. I think you're gonna get you some hobby.
there's something you should know.
I think it's time I told you so.
There's something deep inside of you.
There's someone else you've got to be.
Take back your picture in your frame.
Take back your singing in the rain.
I just hope you understand that
Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to do now is take these lies and make them true. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. Freedom, I won't let you down. Freedom, I will not give you up. Freedom, I have something that I have.
heaven knows you sure as one boy. What a kick, just somebody in you. You had every big shot, good time band on the run. You were living in a fantasy.
You won the race, got out of the place, went back home, got a brand new face for the boys on MTV.
But today the way you play the game is joy. Can I get you some coffee? I think there's something you should know.
I think it's time you stop the show.
There's something deep inside of you.
There's someone you forgot to be.
Take back your picture in the frame.
Don't think that you'll be back again.
I just hope you understand.
Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to do now is take these lies and make them true. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. Freedom, I won't let you down. Freedom, I will not give you up. I have some faith and I have something inside.
I think there's something you should know.
I think it's time I told you so.
There's something deep inside of
There's
you.
someone else you've got to be.
Take back your picture in the frame.
Take back your singing in the rain.
I just hope you understand that
Sometimes the clothes do not make the man.
I will not let you down.
All we have to do now is take these lies and make them true. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. I won't let you down. I will not give you up. And I have some faith in the sound. It's the one good thing that I've got. I won't let you down. I will not give you up. It's the one good thing that I've got.
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Machachari, has reality sunk in yet? No? It's about to. Okay. All protocols observed, honored guests, graduating class of 2024. I'm nervous. If you see me shaking, just bear with me. I don't do this often, okay? My name is Lucinda Ching. I am the acting head of year of the graduating class. I took over in January from somebody who supported you guys for the first 1.5 years of your diploma program and your mathematics classes, Mr. Safari Fondo. And I'd like to pass his regards as well. He wishes you nothing but success. Together with Paula Russell and myself, we are and have been supporting the current diploma program and our graduating class with your university applications, and we have been the faces behind the numerous managed bag emails. So here we are today. So we've gathered to celebrate our remarkable journey, of our perseverance, of your perseverance and dedication and achievement. Throughout your time, you have all demonstrated resilience, leadership, and passion for excellence and learning. Your contributions to our school community have not left or gone unnoticed, and they've left a lasting impact. But you have also shown depth. It has also shown depth of your character and compassion, especially the people you're leaving behind. So I hope you've left some really good memories and mentorship and wisdom for them as well. So as you embark on your next journey and the next chapter of your lives, remember the values instilled in you during your time here: integrity, kindness, and a commitment to make a difference no matter where your path leads. I hope you all continue to excel and inspire those coming after you, your siblings, your cousins, your nieces and nephews. I'd also like to briefly congratulate a certain gentleman who joined us briefly in the University Counseling Office for the first 6 months. His name was Mr. Iso Milik Berkov. And he served as a huge mentor to a couple of students, specifically the Tajik students, and the amount of impact he made, we saw it. You all grew significantly, and we are proud of you all for that. As I conclude, I want you all to remember, not everyone will understand your journey, and that's fine. It's not their journey to make sense of, but it's your own. So follow your passion, and it will lead you to your purpose. And now I present to you the class of 2024. Accepted to study a double major, which is a Bachelor of Arts in Management and Finance and a Bachelor of Science Honors in Statistics and Quantitative Finance, Mr. Alam Samir Beriani. At the University of Toronto, Scarborough campus. Accepted to study biochemistry at the University of Southampton in the UK, Ms. Anya Shah. Accepted to study biomedical science at the University of Hong Kong in Hong Kong, Mr. Ali Muhammad Shamji.
Accepted to study business administration at the American University of Dubai, Mr. Aman Ratani Moezali. Accepted to study computer science and information security at the University of Toronto, Ms. Anande Kankizanko. Accepted to study international business and film studies at Wesleyan College in the US, Ms. Anahita Faizova Shukratovna. Accepted to study management and organization studies at Huron at Western, Mr. Arab Hussein Jivani.
Accepted to study international business at the University of Alberta in Canada. Adesher Asonshoev Dodi Koshaev. Accepted to study psychology with a focus in infant development at the Huron University in Canada. Arya Abdul. Accepted to study agribusiness and management at Abilene Christian University in the US. Ashton James Chituka Muchili. Accepted to study aerospace engineering at Concordia University in Canada. Aya Mahmoud. Accepted to study psychology at Huron University in Canada. Ayan Al-Nur Al-Arakia. Accepted to study biotechnology at Rutgers, Brunswick in the US. This is Senior Musinga.
Accepted to study business administration at New York University in Shanghai, Collins Zero Mulanda. Accepted to study business management at the University of Witwatersrand in South Africa, Mr. Curtis Oshera. Accepted to study business administration at the University of Texas at Dallas, Ms. Dhruvi Sunilkumar Vekarian. Accepted to study computer science at Baylor University in the US, Mr. Donald Vala Tumesiji. Accepted to study architecture at the Nottingham Trent University in the UK, Ms. Ella Keval Devani. Accepted to study law at the University of Exeter in the UK, Ms. Elaine Wanjiku Minor. Accepted to study neuropsychology at Huron at Western, Ms. Fariha Jiwa.
Accepted to study economics, politics, and social thought at Bard College in Berlin, Germany, Gloria Gakuo Wanjiku. Accepted to study pharmacology at the University College of London in the UK, Gloria Kawino Kamajugo. Accepted to study pediatric nursing with a dual field in mental health at the University of Leicester in the UK, Grace Chikonde Mpamba. Taking a gap year to pursue a course as a care assistant, Grace Emma Ogola. Accepted to study architecture at Polytechnic University of Milan in Italy, Haimi Samir Shah. Accepted to study education and psychology at Brown University in the US, Iman Alia Hirahimi. Accepted to study industrial design at Eindhoven University of Technology, the Netherlands, Jabali Gerard Olan.
Accepted to study dental surgery at the Faculty of Medicine, University of Nairobi, Ms. Jamila Hussein Lukmanji. Accepted to study agribusiness at Stellenbosch University, South Africa, Mr. John Kibatian Joroge. Accepted to study law at the University of Birmingham in the UK, Jordan Ocheng Koech. Accepted to study international law and globalization at the University of Birmingham in the UK, Ms. Joy Mutua. Accepted to study international relations, politics, and history at Constructor University in Bremen, Germany, Mr. Kees Karim. Accepted to study business management at the University of Essex in the UK, Karam Hussein Amarshi. Accepted to study political science and economics at the University of Massachusetts in Boston, Ms. Kesi Wayua Muna. Accepted to study international business and law at the American University of Central Asia in Kyrgyzstan, Ms. Kimio Dalfashoeva.
Accepted to study social work at the University of West England in the UK, Kyla Kanyagia. Taking a gap year, Leonard Wilhelm Leisham. Accepted to study government and international studies in Hong Kong Baptist University in Hong Kong, Lisa Serem. Taking a gap year, Mabatilisho Orifzode. Accepted to study graphic design and illustration at Rochester Institute of Technology in the US, Mailu David Musila. Accepted to study dentistry at the University of Pest in Hungary, Malaika Ikeba Okochu. Accepted to study computer science at Georgia State University in the US, Manuel Businje.
Taking a gap year is Mark Ndungu Mwasha. Accepted to study business at the University of Calgary in Canada, Mr. Matthew Lubega Mugabe. Accepted to study economics at Huron at Western, Ms. Muborak Nazar Mamadova Dalvashoeva. Accepted to study, my apologies. The following individual will be taking a gap year to gain work experience in business strategy and operations, Mr. Mwangi Njoroge. Accepted to study pharmacology at the University of East London in the UK, Ms. Naira Gilani. Accepted to study computer science at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities in the US, Mr. Parin Acharya Aran Kumar.
Accepted to study economics and management at the University of Loughborough in the UK, Ryan Pastor. Accepted to study business at Toronto Metropolitan University, Rehan Koja. Accepted to study architecture at Virginia Tech in the US, Ryan Daniel Tumusime. Accepted to study business and marketing at the University of Kent in the UK, Safraz Issa. Accepted to study law at King's College in London, Sakina Mohamed Raza Rashid. Accepted to study computer science at Clark University in the US, Sarina Telerico. Accepted to study international relations at London School of Economics, Sekela Kemilembe Muntari. Accepted to study industrial engineering at Concordia University in Canada, Shahim Hassan Ali.
Accepted to study geography with business management at Queen Mary University of London in the UK, Mr. Saeed Omer Saad Abdurrahman. Accepted to study psychology at the University of Calgary in Canada, Ms. Tania Farhad. Accepted to study digital enterprise management at the University of Toronto, Mississauga, Mr. Timothy Trevor Eugon. Accepted to study biomedical studies at the University of Northern British Columbia in Canada, Ms. Vonzel Arinda. Now, this next individual is taking a gap year to study an accountancy course and to be a certified accountant. His name is Mr. Zain Hussein Bayani. Accepted to study sports science, health, and nutrition at Nottingham Trent University in the UK, Ms. Wamboi Kamau. And last but not least, accepted to study biomedical sciences at the University of Calgary is Ms. Ziana Alidina. I now present to you the class of 2024. Thank you.
Oh, so, wow, what a atmosphere, so much love, fantastic, what a wonderful celebration. So, hello everybody, I'm Paula Russell, I work in the Council Office along with Miss Lucinda, and I've been asked to present the Aga Khan Academy Award of Excellence. I'm just going to give you a little bit of criteria. So the Aga Khan Academy Award of Excellence is awarded to the most outstanding male and female student in DP2 each year. The award is given to the top overall male and female contributors to academics and student life. The most holistically equipped student, basically, and who best exhibits the AKA learner profile. That's our key values upon graduation in DP2. The award considers students' achievements and contributions in DP1 and DP2. The student must exhibit excellence in academics, leadership, sports, the arts, and should be exemplary ambassadors of the AKA learner profile. The awardees are student nominated and teacher selected. So I'm going to start off with our female winner. I'm going to give you a little bit of a synopsis. So this person, this young woman, arrived at the academy almost 7 years ago, and she has left a lasting impression during her time here. One of her major personal strengths is self-management. She is incredibly organized and submits all of her work on time and to a very high standard. Socially, she is confident, proactive, and she is always seeks out very meaningful relationships. She is someone who is very sentimental and deeply values her family and friends and teachers. If you are one of her friends, you are a very fortunate person. So during her time at the academy, she has been very, very busy indeed. And here are just some of the many things that she has been doing. So she has held the position of residential captain. She has directed the successful DP1 play. Oh, you're all guessing now, aren't you? She has been the CEO of Ocean Eyes. She's been the chair for Cultural Week. And she is also the lead of iCare, which is a fantastic project which focuses on learning about first aid and then practically applying it, but also has an angle on well-being and mental health. So fantastic. So how to describe this young woman? Certainly perseverance comes to mind. This was demonstrated in her impressive ascent to the summit of Mount Loganot as part of the Presidential Award exhibition. This girl is truly hardcore. Innovative, her personal project blew me away. She developed a way of producing walking aids for disabled people out of waste products, which allowed her to take this inspired idea to the next stage and help people in her community with mobility problems. Impressively, she was also awarded an Innovators Grant, enabling her to continue this work. Driven, she's an extremely motivated individual in her academics, her extracurricular, and her leadership. She also motivates others. This is a sign of an exceptional leader. She loves studying and is intellectually curious. She has a genuine desire to solve problems and develop unique solutions that will positively impact her community. So it's not surprising that she has been nominated for the Aga Khan Academy Mombasa Academic Excellence Award when you consider the journey she has been on. Please make some noise for Arya Abdul. So, turning now to our male winner. So, I found out that his favorite food is chicken tikka, and he says that Mombasa serves the best dish he has ever tasted. He desperately wants to learn how to cook this meal so he can enjoy it when he is at university. Also, this young man is a lover of Shakespeare, me too, and his favorite book is Hamlet. So he arrived at the academy in 2022 but he has been very active in the past 2 years. He has seized every opportunity to be the best version of himself and to help others along the way. He took on a leadership role with the commercial side of the tuck shop. He learned how to play basketball when he arrived at the academy, and he is still committed to improving the game. So watch out, LeBron. He is also learning how to play the piano. He was part of a charity program with NEMA that dealt with donations to 50 expectant mothers in the arid areas of Kilifi County in Kenya. Additionally, what happened during his internship was incredible. Whilst working with other adults, he personally developed a project design for a perimeter wall. Out of all of the designs that were submitted, his was chosen to actually make the perimeter wall for a well-known supermarket in Mombasa. Fantastic. This young man is a social butterfly and he can connect with everyone. He talks highly of the opportunities created at the academy to enable this, like having time to chat with friends or even go out, which he said provided him with a sense of responsibility. As a sportsman, he likes the way that the academy has invested in the infrastructure and it has designed it in such a way to meet the demands of the students, such as floodlights to be able to play sports in the evening. His inspiration comes from his grandfather, a former university professor. His grandfather wrote a book called Schools in Need of Education. Having read the book several times, he recognized his grandfather's passion for making education better and accessible for everybody. This has had a huge impact on him, and it's helped him to work harder. He wants to strive to improve in everything he turns his hand to. So this young man is very sincere in his appreciation of what the Aga Khan Academy Mombasa has offered him, and states he would not get the same opportunities elsewhere. It is with great pleasure to announce the male recipient of the Aga Khan Academy Mombasa Academic Excellence Award goes to Jabali Gerardo Lam.
Good morning, Machachari. Good afternoon, my bad. We prepared a small performance for you guys to make sure this day is as memorable as it can possibly be. And would you look at that? It's time to say goodbye. How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good times
winds have made us laugh away the past. I thought we'll get to see forever, but forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. And if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Oh.
We'll find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. We're only getting older, baby. And I've been thinking about it lately. And does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of, even when the night changes. It will never change me and you. Yeah, we got history. And when life moves on, if they hurt you, they're hurting me. We will always be as one. So here's my vow, starting from here and now. Nothing comes between us, and nothing comes between us. I swear that we won't lose this thing we found. And love will never leave us. And nothing comes between us, between us. I swear that we will lose us. When the curtains close and all of the lights go down, it's safe to say I'll stay, I'll always stick around. Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Come to the end of the road, I can't let you go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you.
Let's appreciate Machachari 2024. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, parents, faculty, staff, and the class of 2024, good afternoon. Good afternoon again. Please allow me, as we near the conclusion of this remarkable ceremony, to share a few reflections with you about the class of 2024. To our graduates, or as you fondly call yourself, Machachari 2024, congratulations. You're on reaching the summit of the DP mountain, conquering it with unwavering determination. It feels just like yesterday when we were here supporting the class of 2023, but now it's your turn. A moment filled with immense joy and pride as each one of you walked here to receive your well-deserved certificate, marking the culmination of your high school journey. Well done. Now, thinking back on your IBDP journey, my mind goes back to August 2022 in our unforgettable bonding trip to Gilgil. That experience marked the genesis of your journey as a cohesive unit. The challenges you faced together have undoubtedly sculpted your path this far. From the nights in the tents, if you can remember, the team building exercises that tested your collaborative endeavors, from conquering the fears of the high ropes to demonstrating leadership on the vertical wall. Each experience was a thread weaving into the fabric of your DP journey. Your interaction with the students at Mega Primary School not only stretched your boundaries, but instilled in you a sense of empathy and responsibility. Your resilience and camaraderie has been remarkable. Well done. Let's appreciate our... Now, describing you as a cohort, I would like to say that you're a blend of calmness and consistency, embodying excellence in performance and interaction. The term machachari, which translates to mischievous in Swahili, still remains to me a delightful mystery, but what is clear, your unity, support for one another, and celebration of each other's victory was remarkable. As you sit here today as smartly dressed young adults, poised to step into the world, I'm confident that the skills, values, and resilience you have cultivated will serve you as a compass to guide you through life's challenges and triumphs. You are a cohort of resilient, compassionate, and capable individuals poised to leave a positive imprint in the world. To our dear parents, we extend our deepest gratitude for entrusting us with your children's education and growth. Your partnership has been invaluable in shaping these exceptional young adults before us today. To you graduates, as you endeavor to venture beyond these walls, equipped with a comprehensive education that goes beyond academics, I want to release you as your principal to be ethical, inclusive, and pluralistic leaders ready to make meaningful contribution to your community and the world at large. Now, before I conclude my remarks, I would like to acknowledge and express heartfelt thanks to all those who have contributed to this ceremony to be successful, and to these young adults that we are releasing into the world this afternoon. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you, our distinguished guests, for accepting our invitation to join us for our 18th graduation ceremony. Your presence means a lot to our graduates as they embark on an important milestone in their lives. To our keynote speaker, Hasef Oshan. First, I must say it's great to have you here today 14 years after your graduation. I believe this is also a memorable moment for you coming back to the Academy. Your thoughts and inspiration to our graduates is highly appreciated. To the class speaker, Sakela, thank you for sharing the insights about this cohort. It was well articulated, well done. To Ms. Alex Holland from the Aga Khan School, thank you for joining us in a different capacity this afternoon and encouraging our graduates as they join the Academy alumni. I would also want to thank our dedicated team of administrative and support staff from all the departments, from senior school, library, catering, science, finance, maintenance, IT, procurement, transport, sports, wellness, events, and HR, who have worked behind the scenes to offer the crucial support to our teaching and learning experience of our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to appreciate our phenomenal faculty and staff, team of teachers, heads of year, heads of department, mentors, and residential parents who have nurtured these young people and supported them throughout their journey during the good and the tough times and helped them to realize their potential. To my colleagues in the senior leadership team led by Mr. Colin, thank you for providing the necessary support and policy direction to ensure quality teaching and learning experiences for our graduates. To the DP team and the graduation committee for their tireless effort in making this occasion memorable. To our talented choir, orchestra, and all the contributors to today's festivity, thank you very much. In closing, the class of 2024, may your future be filled with success, fulfillment, and positive impact. Congratulations, and may you continue to make us proud as you embark on this new chapter of your lives. God bless you all.
May we all be upstanding for the recessional. Wow. What a beautiful ceremony that was, right? My name is Pai Lubanga. I am the male president. Please join us by the sea view on my left to continue the celebrations. A light branch is served. Thank you.